Hey guys, I placed an order at Dior and ordered some of their new eyeshadow quints. I cannot wait to try them out. We'll have to open up that box together. And then Chantecaille sent me a few of their new lip creams. So we've got 3 shades here. Their new, I think it's their precision lip brush or lip precision brush. We'll go through what shades they sent me. We'll do some swatches, of course. And then I have some other new makeup that I'm gonna use to supplement these few things. But let's go ahead and open up this Dior box. I'm so excited. So they came out with some limited edition. I think they're calling it like the graffiti collection. Here are 2 of the quints that I got, and then I got a Dior hydrating shine lipstick. Oh, in bold black. I'm like, I don't remember ordering this. I think I was in Greece when I placed this order, so I don't remember much. Oh wow, how cool. Okay, can't wait to try that out. So that is the bold black, and then I did get the bold black eyeshadow quint. So this is the little case that it comes in. It's like feels like a cotton canvas. And here is the bold black. Oh, this looks really cool. This looks like a really fun day to nighttime palette. I love how all the shades around the black are kind of pastel, and then you've got that really, really strong black in the middle. Very cool. Okay, so that's the bold black quint that I got. And then the other quint that I got is wild beige, and it came with this little case. How cute. I love this beige case. This one definitely looks a little bit more everyday. Definitely a quint that I could see myself using quite a bit, but we'll definitely have to do some swatches and get that on my eyes. So this is going to be a really interesting try new makeup video because I'll be doing 2 eye looks. Yeah, I think I'll be doing that. So maybe I'll do like a very light foundation look so I don't have to like remove everything. Anyway, sorry, just thinking it through, thinking it out loud, workshopping it in front of you. And then just a quick rundown of some of the supporting characters in this video, if you will. I have some of the new Revie Beauty lip liners. I do have a Trinity London foundation. It's the BFF All Day foundation. I have it in the shade Rose. And it says that it has like a pro ceramide formula. There's vitamin B3 in there to kind of like help reduce the appearance of fine lines, stuff like that. So I think we'll try this today. I also have a Refi cream blush. I was so impressed with their cream bronzer, which I tried in my last Try New Makeup video, that I was like, I have to try this out. I have the Chantecaille Faux Cils mascara, and I've tried their other Faux Cils mascara. It's a Faux Cils Longest Lash mascara, and I believe that's the one that has like maybe like a growth serum or like peptides in there. This one is kind of like just their straight up mascara, and I've never tried this one, so I want to try this one. Yeah, I'm thinking about this Trinity London. I think I'm gonna start there. Hopefully it won't be too much of a mess when I remove like the first eye look and go into the second one. It's just makeup, right? We'll just play around with it. So I'm gonna squeeze out, or pump out, excuse me, pump out. I'm gonna start with like 1 full pump there. I think that shade is actually perfect for my skin tone. I got a little bit of tan when I was on my cruise and in Greece, and it's like throwing me off because now when I hold it up to my face, I feel like it's too light. In general, I think this would be the right shade. If I have to, I have a ton of those like liquid bronzers that I can add in and just sort of deepen it up, so no big deal. A bigger deal is finding a clean brush. I really have been bad, very, very bad at cleaning my brushes. Hold on. Actually, I've got this one. I've got my Hourglass. Oh, they never label their brushes. Anyway, this guy, I think it's like the Vanish one. I'm going to use this and just apply a light layer because I do think, yeah, I think right now this shade is just a little bit too light for me. But if I sheer it out, I think it's fine. There is a fragrance to this. It kind of reminds me a little bit reminds me of the Chanel fragrance. This one maybe is a little bit fresher, like it has more of like a watery scent. I have really liked the Trinity London products that I've used. They've always performed really, really well for me. So nice light layer of this BFF All Day foundation. I do think this shade is the correct one for me. Rose is the shade. Very skin-like finish. I don't see a ton of glow. It just looks really natural. And I really did put on a very light amount and really kind of sheared it out. Oh my God, is that a blemish? What's going on? Even though I used a light amount, I would say that this has like a light medium coverage. I like the texture. It's very, very creamy. I think it blended out really nicely. Super smooth. Yeah, I don't see it like caking up or doing anything weird like around my nostrils or anything. Really nice. Really, really nice. Okay, that is the BFF All Day Foundation from Trinny London. I like that I can put on just a little bit and keep it really, really natural looking. Okay, I don't have any new bronzers, so like I mentioned before, I've really been enjoying this Refi cream bronzer in Dune, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply some of this. I'm just using my Chantecaille Blend and Smooth brush and just add a little bit of color back into my complexion here. Cheekbones are popping a little bit more. I look a little bit more tan. Let me bring that down my neck a little bit more. There we go. Okay. All right. So bronzer is on. My face is not looking very shiny. The BFF All Day Foundation, I think it's set down really nicely. It doesn't feel like super tacky or anything. So I'm not going to apply any powder today. I'm going to skip that. So I'm going to go straight into this Refi cream blush, and I have it in the shade Rose. Look how pretty that pink is. It's so soft. I'm going to use my Smashbox Cream Cheek brush. I always want to say cream cheek blush. It's a cream cheek brush. And go into the cream blush here. Oh, nice. This blush is a little bit less pigmented than I thought it was going to be, because the bronzer was a little bit more pigmented than I thought it was going to be. It's well pigmented. It's fine. It's not like I feel like I have to layer on a ton. It's just a little bit less than I thought. But I think that's always great for blush. You know, you don't want to go in too hard too quickly because it's overwhelming. And I like this shade. Blending it into the bronzer there. So that's really nice. I have to say I'm very, very impressed with these Refi products so far. Very impressed. Okay, what I'm going to do, because it's distracting me, is I'm going to put a little concealer on this blemish that has popped up. Got a couple right there. I had some friends in from out of town, and whenever that happens, I usually, you know, have a little bit of fun with my eating, and that's what happens. Better. Okay. I use the Sarah Creole Face Flex. Okay, before we go any further, my lips feel really dry, and I've been using Michele's Point of View Ampit. It's the Amplifying Lip Ampule, and this is like a really, it's almost like a lip mask. It's very, very thick. It's very dense. And I'm just going to throw this on to kind of prep my lips since we're going to be doing some lip swatches. This has a very, very faint fruity scent. But yeah, I think you guys can probably tell like how thick it is. It just sits on your lips. Anyway, it's great for conditioning your lips. All right, highlighter. I have this highlighter from Neen. This is a brand that I was not familiar with. I think I'd seen it a few times, but they reached out to me, you know, and they introduced themselves, and they are started by the same founder of Stila Cosmetics, Janine Lobel, I think is her name. Is she married to Anthony Edwards? Did I completely make that up? Or maybe they were married. But she started this brand, Neen, so I thought I would give them a shot. Oh, interesting. It's got one of those metal tubes. So this is their pretty shiny cream highlighter, and they sent over the shade Metta, M-E-T-T-A. That's a really cute package. Yeah, so it's got one of those caps that you use to like puncture a hole at the top. Yeah, so I'm going to flip it around and press down and then squeeze a little out. That's what that looks like. Oh, it's pretty. There. There it is blended out. It's a nice sheen. I wonder if it's like a little bit too deep for me. Let's tap some on and see. I like how subtle it is. I mean, cream highlight generally is more subtle than powder highlight, but that's really nice. Very, very subtle. There we go. That's really pretty. Really, really pretty. And it's not tacky or sticky at all. That's nice. I like the texture. It's not like goopy at all. Very lovely. Okay, so that's from Neen. And then I do actually have a new brow product from Pkwy. Another product from Pkwy I want to try. This is their Brow Sculpt, and it's in clear. I don't know if they have tinted versions of this, but I thought I would try out the clear since, I think I mentioned this in my last video too. I feel like my brows have grown in and they're a little bit darker these days. I don't know. I feel like that happens in the summertime too. So anyway, here is the Pkwy Brow Sculpt, and here is the wand. Wow, that's a really long spoolie. Oh, wow. And the clear has a little bit of a white, I'm assuming it'll dry clear, but it has a little bit of a white appearance. Okay. It's almost like a pomade, like a wax. Ooh, okay. It's drying down and it's starting to feel, yeah, like it's sticking. Oh, interesting. I like that it's like moldable. Yeah, it really is like a pomade. Oh, that's nice. Brow Sculpt. Yeah, it has like a really interesting, like soft sculpt texture to it. I was a little intimidated by how large this spoolie is, but I think it worked out really well. The spoolie itself isn't fluffy. I think that's what saves it, but it is very, very long. Very long. Okay, so that is the Pkwy Brow Sculpt in clear. Okay, Pkwy. Continuing to impress me. Let's jump into the Miss Dior, these eyeshadow quads. So I do want to start with Wild Beige. So this is 664. Let me do some swatches of this. Okay, here are the 5 swatches. The white is like a crystalline metallic. This copper shade is like a metallic. And then this pink is a little bit surprising. It has like a satin finish, but there's a little bit of a gold shift to it. And then we've got the deep brown, which is like a soft matte. And then the center shade is this kind of like camel color. It has a very soft metallic shade. It's like a satin. It's like the same finish as this pink, but it doesn't have like a duochrome finish to it the way the pink does. This just kind of has a metallic sheen that's very similar to its color base. Very, very pretty. Okay, let's get this one on my eyes. Okay, I've got my BK Beauty 211 brush. I'm gonna start, what do I wanna do? I think I wanna use quite a bit of the pink, just because I think that'll look really pretty with this particular blush. It's almost like the same pink. So yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go right into the pink and brush that all over my lid from the inner corner over the center. Okay, there's the pink, very pretty. A nice wash of color, nothing too intense, which is perfect for me. Let me go into the darker brown shade here and just add a little dimension, not too much. I'm just using the same brush. Easy to blend out. Okay. All right, and then let me just layer the white shade on the inner corner here. I'm just gonna use my finger. I don't think this is specifically like a topper shade. I don't think it's that sheer, but I think you can layer it on top. Yeah, that actually makes the pink pop really nicely. I'm gonna grab this BK Beauty 212 brush. It's fluffier than the 211. And I'm just going to very gently dip it into that center camel shade. And I'm gonna use that to blend across the top. And go back to my 211 and go back into that center shade and just run it underneath my eyes. I'm wondering if it's deep enough to make a difference. A little bit. Okay, what do you think? I think the only shade I didn't use is this copper one. I think that would just, I don't know, just like muddy things. But that pink all over is a really, really pretty look. And I like this look. I like this look. It's probably a little bit dramatic with this dark brown. For me, for like the everyday, I'd probably just use that pink all over and call it a day. But if I just want like, I don't know, a little bit more evening, adding that dark brown, just really easy. Really, really easy. They blended together nicely. Okay, since I'm gonna go into the bold black quint, I'm not gonna add like eyeliner and mascara. Hopefully you guys can imagine what that would look like with this particular eye look, but I'm gonna take this off and then we'll move into the other one. Did I put enough foundation back on? I think I need actually a little bit more here. Looks a little red. Just wanna cover that up. Okay, I think that is better. Like that eye look never happened. Okay, here are the 5 shadows. Now, the first 2, these 2, the pink and the white, are very glossy looking. I thought the white was going to look very similar to the one in the wild beige. It is a little bit more sparkly, so I thought maybe there would be a chance that it was going to be, you know, a little chunkier feeling, a little bit more gritty, but it's actually, I'm just gonna run my finger over it again. It actually feels a little smoother. So interesting. So there are the top 2 shades, and then those are the bottom 2 shades, the gray and that peach. And those both have just a nice kind of soft satin finish. And then we've got that really sooty black in the middle. That first shade, I just want to make sure you guys saw, it has a lot of micro glitter in there. And you can see it in the pan, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything, but I'm not sure if the camera caught that. This is definitely much more of like an evening palette, even without that black. Just how these 2 have a lot of shine and sparkle to them, I think lends itself to like a more evening look. Where the white shade in here is, it's very pretty, but it's not quite as glittery as the white in here. Okay, I'm gonna use this fluffy brush. It's the A503 from BK Beauty, and I'm gonna go into this steely gray shade. I really wanted to go in here, and then I thought, well, I'm gonna end up making kind of a similar look to the previous quint, so let me try something different. I'm gonna go into this gray, and this gray is really interesting because it's not too metallic. It just has a really interesting kind of tint to it. I feel like under the lighting, it looks like it almost has a little bit of like a bluish green tinge to it. It's very interesting. It's a really, really fun gray, if you will. It's not too steely cold like cement gray. I like this. You get like a little bit of a frosty effect. The satin finish is really subtle, but it's giving off enough of a frosty glint to make this look kind of icy. I like this. I like this a lot more than I thought I would. Yeah, the tone of this is really nice. For a gray, it's really, really nice. Okay, now I'm going to take this BK Beauty 207 brush. It's like a really dense smudger brush. I'm going to go into the black, the center black shade. We're going to do a dramatic eye look, dramatic for me. And I'm just going to start close to my lash line here. I'm going to smudge that out. Kind of get it underneath my lashes too. And I am shocked, but I don't see one bit of fallout. Usually with like a sooty black matte shade, if I'm not really careful and like really pressing in the shadow, really knocking off the brush, I will definitely get like a little bit of fallout, but I'm not even being that careful and I don't see any fallout. That's pretty amazing. Wow, what do we think? What do we think? I think we need some on the lower lash line. So I'm gonna get a finer brush, a smaller brush. I'm gonna use my Refer number 3 brush, which is a pencil brush, and drag that black along the lower lash line just a little bit. I don't wanna make it too heavy looking, but I wanna balance it out a little. All right, and then taking another number 3 brush, I'm gonna add the white shade to the inner corner here. And then I'm just dying to use this like nude pink glittery shade. I think I'll add that kind of to the outer corner over here just to kind of brighten it up. I'm gonna use my Refer number 2 brush, go into that shade, apply it right up here. That's nice. That actually layers really nicely over this darker area. It makes that peach shade kind of stand out a little bit more. Yeah, I really like this shade. It's very, very glossy looking. It's got those micro glitters, but still, like aside from that, it looks really smooth and just like almost like a little hint of wetness. And I think I can go in with this, but I would just use this to kind of blend out the top there. I don't think we need to do that. I don't think we need to do that. I think this is enough. Wow. So this is the Bold Black Quint. I am so impressed with how well behaved that black shade is. As you guys know, I really like to use matte black eyeshadow as eyeliner. And I always get some sort of fallout. And I did not with this. Is this the first time that's happened to me? It's possible. It's possible. I'm gonna have to play around with that black shade some more with like different brushes just to see. But okay. All right. So those are the two new Dior Quints that I got. These were not a surprise. I really like the quality and the way that the Dior eyeshadows work, how they perform, how they blend out, how the colors appear in the pan, and then how they appear on my lid. Very consistent. No different with these. Really, really like them. Okay, I'm gonna curl my lashes and we're gonna try the Faux Cils mascara. So here is the packaging. I think the Faux Cils Longest Lash Mascara has like swirls in there. So this one has a plain barrel, but the wand and the spoolie and everything look pretty much the same. And the formula pretty much feels the same. I feel like the Faux Cils Longish Lash Mascara feels a little bit more slick. This has a little bit more of a thicker, like a teensy bit of like a stickiness to it versus the Longest Lash. Very nice. I kind of like that it has that like little bit of grip to it. Kind of need that since my lashes are so puny. So puny and so sad. But that's the Faux Cils mascara. Very nice. I'm going to wipe off this Ampit Point of View Amplifying Lip Ampule from POV. It is, like I said, it's very thick. You can see it's still on my lips after all this time. It's still, yeah, it's still there. So I would wear this alone or at night, or like what I just did to kind of like prep your lips while you're doing makeup. I think it's great for that. Okay, and now for the Chantecaille lip, I've been saying cream. Is it lip creme? For the lip cremes. So it's Chantecaille's first ever fully recyclable lipstick, which is really nice. So the case is aluminum, so fully recyclable. And when I've come across like aluminum, fully recyclable packaging, a lot of times it feels kind of hollow and chintzy. This actually has a nice like weight to it. You wouldn't even know that it was like aluminum and recyclable if you didn't read up on it. So there are 14 shades to this new lip creme. And like I said, they sent me 3. They sent me Plum Blossom, Moon Orchid, and Bamboo. Bamboo is the one, of course, that I was interested in. I think it's the most like neutral nude. We'll do swatches of these, but I do want to mention that the Lip Creme collection will support the conservation work of Elephant Family, joining the line of permanent give back products along with Future Skin Cushion Foundation, the Lip Veil, Luminescent Eye Shades, and Cheek Shades. So Elephant Family works to conserve Asia's wildlife, particularly its endangered elephants who live outside of official protected areas, and enable successful coexistence between humans and all living things. Oh, that's so nice. And then the lip creme pairs perfectly with the Precision Lip Brush, a retractable, self-sealing, soft vegan brush designed to expertly apply lipstick and ensure use of entire lipstick tube. So here is the Precision Lip Brush. I really like this design. So this is what it looks like. And I thought there was like a cap or something. No, you just pull it, the brush pops up, and then when you smush it back down, it retracts. Isn't that cool? I really like that. So here's a close-up of the packaging. There's like an etching of an elephant in there. I've got a tree. So beautiful. And then this is what the bullet looks like. And then let me do some swatches. Now, when it comes to lip products, Chantecaille always just kills it. Just always kills it. And just by these swatches alone, I can tell how creamy they are. Here is Plum Blossom, Bamboo, and Moon Orchid. So I'm gonna start with Moon Orchid. So creamy. This is the definition of a creamy lipstick. Nicely pigmented, easy to apply, feels great on the lips. Chantecaille really has like a magic wand when it comes to lipsticks. They are so good, so good. So here is Moon Orchid. Okay, next let's try Plum Blossom. I think there's a slight fragrance to them, but it's so faint. It's so faint, it's almost not even worth mentioning, but I feel like I smell a little something. I don't smell it when it's on my lips, just when I'm applying. That's how faint it is. But here is Plum Blossom. What a pretty pink. This is like the most perfect neutral pink. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, let me take this off and we'll try on the last one. Okay, and here is Bamboo. Look at that beautiful nude. This is also perfectly neutral. I love this nude. I love it. Oh my gosh. I want to see if there is a Revie Beauty lip liner that I can pair with this. Let's see. Here are the 4 shades of the Revie Beauty lip liners. Let me do swatches of these. So these lip liners, by the way, are ones that you sharpen. Okay, so from light to dark, we've got Honey, Fig, Almond, and Mocha. So I think Honey is going to work with this Chantecaille Bamboo the best. So I'm just going to kind of clean up my lip line. So this is a great shade with this lip color to kind of clean it up. But if you want something a little bit deeper, I know we're doing that these days with the deeper lip liner, the lighter lip color. I'm going to go ahead and use Almond. More definition. A little bit more contour there. Wow, these are nice. Very, very soft, but there's like a nice like density to them. They're not too glidey. What am I trying to say? Like there's a little bit of like a grip to these, which is really nice. Okay, so that's Honey down here and Almond up top paired with the Chantecaille Bamboo. Wow, all right. Wow, we got through all of that. We got through 2 lip liners, 3 lipsticks, 2 eye quints, and some new foundation and blushes. I really, really like these eye quints. I think they perform really, really well. And I think the uniqueness of the eyeshadows is very, very subtle. Like the texture of the formula is really interesting. Like I kept talking about this glossy pink one in the bold black shade. Well, it's more of like a peach, but this one that I put in the top corner, really interesting. And I like how they all blend together in both of the quints. Very nice. I like this Refi brow sculpt. Very, very cool. Like a very nice kind of soft sculpted like hold to my brows. The lipstick is absolutely gorgeous. The formula is so creamy. It's so comfortable. It's really light. It's not like that creamy kind of lipstick where it feels kind of like thick and heavy on your lips. Not at all. It's super duper light. It almost feels like I don't have anything on my lips. Lip liner is gorgeous from Revie. What else can I talk about? The blush is really nice from Refi. That is still on. I've got that bronzer on, which I've talked about. Oh, and the Trinity London, the BFF All Day Foundation. It's really nice. It's just like undetectable, which is so nice. There's almost like not much to say about it because it's so natural, so skin-like, so natural. I love it. It was easy to blend out. Really gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. Oh, I didn't try on the new Dior Addict Bold Black. I think I have to try this on because it's so unusual. Let's take this off. There. And let's try this on. I couldn't resist. Okay, so Dior Addict 790 Bold Black. So it's just this guy. I was tempted to get one of the graffiti covers for these Dior Addict lip shines, but I kind of chickened out. Okay, here is the Bold Black. It has a little bit of a purple tint to it. Softly pigmented. Very softly pigmented. So that's nice. Almost like a tinted balm. And I think generally these Dior Addict lip shines have a little bit more pigmentation than this. So they kind of refrain from going overboard. This is a really nice cool toned, like blue based dark purple, not too red. And for anyone who wants to get in on spooky season on the early side, this is kind of like spooky season light. Okay, there it is. Bold Black. Fun. Fun. Super duper easy to apply darker lip color. But since the pigmentation isn't too heavy, this is a really easy way to wear a dark color. All right. Well, that is it. That is it, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.